has had some very good seasons recently. Been in the NCAA tournament, been knocking on the door of the NCAA tournament. And, we personally don't know a lot about their players or how they necessarily like to play, other than just some scouting reports that we've gotten from some of their early season opponents. But it's an interesting challenge. I think anytime that you have an opportunity to travel around the country and play teams from different areas, you tend to see some differences in styles of play and in approaches to the game, and I think that we'll see that. There'll be a little bit more of a Midwestern type team, very hardworking and physical and athletic, and we saw that a little bit with Butler early in the season, and I would have to say, based on the early reports, that we will expect something similar from Drake, and I'm sure it'll be another difficult game on a tough schedule for us. So, yeah, I mean, again, we don't know that much about Creighton. It's not a team that we see very often. So, but they obviously have a tremendous program, tremendous history. They were in the Final Four last year. We expect them to be a very good team. To be honest, at the moment, we're not thinking about Creighton really. Even though it's a quick turnaround and we have to play them on Sunday. Our goal at the moment is just to make sure that we try to get the maximum points from Friday's game, and we'll have an opportunity to watch Old Dominion play against Creighton on Friday night, and so the majority of the information that we gather on them will be from that game and from speaking to Old Dominion's coaches. And I prefer not to think about that until we cross that bridge. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a calculated thing. In addition to having it, as you mentioned, prepare you hopefully for your conference slate, it has always been the philosophy of the program to try to schedule the best possible opponents within our resources, and having opportunities like we have had against St. John's and will have against Drake and Creighton are experiences that our kids won't forget, and hopefully the games that we play against these teams will not only give us the opportunity to improve and become the best team that we can be, but there are also some other things that factor into it. We think that we have enough talent to be a team that can contend at the end of the season for postseason play in the conference and then hopefully in the NCAA tournament, and the best possible way to do that is to make sure that you're challenging yourself against the best teams all year long. And from a selection standpoint, you want to give yourself as many opportunities as possible to beat quality opponents. And when you do that on the road, it gains a little bit more attention. So, we're happy to have the opportunity to play teams like St. John's and Creighton, who happen to be ranked at the moment. There are a lot of other good teams in our schedule that aren't necessarily ranked at the moment, but are having very good seasons. And again, it just kind of goes along with the philosophy of our program and how we schedule, and this is not something new. This is pretty consistent, has been consistent for a long period of time now.